Hey, I'm Sky. Thanks for joining me. Hey, I'm Sky. Thanks for joining me. You know, these days I identify as a composer, but it wasn't always that way. When I was 5 years old, I used to stand at the piano. The piano was probably right up here on me. I used to pound out chopsticks for what felt like hours to me. I could play chopsticks and invert it and play it backward. I'm sure that as a defensive measure, my parents finally said to me, hey, can you try Chopin rather than trying chopsticks? And they turned me over to Mrs. Colts, the local piano teacher. I rapidly outgrew a whole succession of piano teachers and ended up with a teacher from the American Conservatory of Music in Chicago. When I was about 20, I took a full summer and just practiced to be a performing pianist. At the end of which, the teacher said to me, you know, you're either going to be a struggling professional or a pretty good amateur. That really settled it for me, because at age of 16, I had discovered computers. And my computer was a supercomputer at Northwestern University. So I enrolled there, studied computer science, and had a long career in computer science. For me, coming back to music happened in 2015. I'd been writing and recording various things, but in 2015 I realized that software had really caught up with us. It was what we had wanted it to be. Software gave people like myself an opportunity to write music, to write scores, and create music, play it back, and not have to do all the performance myself. So I discovered, applied for, auditioned, and was admitted into a postgraduate course of study called Technology and Applied Composition at the San Francisco Conservatory of Music. I loved it. It was 50 to 60 hours a week for the entire school year, working on both composition and, my strong point, technology. I came out of that program understanding media composition. Since then, I've scored 4 short independent films and written hours of other music. I realized that there are a lot more people like myself who were trained in music, maybe even were pre-professional until some age, 15, 20, 25 years old, at which point they went into something else. So Play It Again will be a film about people who were brought up in music when they were young, had careers in completely different areas, and then came back to music. Stories of inspiration, stories of hard work, stories of training, stories of misbegotten adventures, and eventually of coming back to something that they really love. Please treat this video as an invitation. If you know somebody who started in music, did something different, and came back to music, let me know about it. We're looking for stories of inspiration, and yours or somebody you know might be that story. Thanks for listening, and see you soon.